Now, hey, good people. Happy New Year. It is a new year. I mean, what are we already at the 6th of January? It's like what happened to the 1st through the 5th, right? But Happy New Year and welcome back to Sanctuary Sunday. Woo! I finished it off early last month because that was the truth. So I followed the path of the truth. And now, a couple people were like, "Oh, is it over? Is it coming back? What's going on?" So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring Sanctuary Sunday back. So it's returned, but sort of like how I returned back to the Bay after 10 months in Mexico and then a few months in Atlanta. I'm different. And so Sanctuary Sunday's return will be different. What that looks like, I flow with the flow. But I do know that it will not be weekly. It's likely to be twice a month. But don't even hold me to that. It's going to come around when it comes around. But anyway, like I said, Happy New Year. I'm happy to be back. So much good continues to float about life, not just for me, but for others that I know. And so today's Happy New Year, Sanctuary Sunday, the first one for 2019, is all about encouragement. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, right? Always. Just know that whatever you are going through, there is another side. And if you keep going, you will arrive at it. And I've said that, I said that in the midst of needing to get to the other side. And now that I'm on the other side, I moved into my own apartment on Christmas Eve. I'm back to, a life that is more familiar to me. Stability, money flowing in. So gratitude. And I just want to say, because many of you saw the emotion, you saw the journey, you saw who every week, sometimes, not sometimes, but most times every week, I was living at a different place, a different Airbnb, a different sublet. And so now I've arrived at where I am now. And of course, I'm still rebuilding, right? But I want to say to you, no matter how precarious your situation may look, no matter how uncertain, unsure, how you feel you lack clarity or you don't understand, just keep leaning on life and continue putting one foot in front of the other. Do not succumb to the circumstances, because if you keep walking, life will walk beside you and you will see. Eventually, you will be on the other side of the situation, the circumstance, the heartbreak, the whatever it is. Even if it's just you going inside of yourself to discover more fully who you are. Keep looking within. Keep leaning on life. Wake up and make yourself available to your intuition, to life's guidance. Make yourself available. Open yourself up to receive just the little bits and pieces of information that you need in order to get to the next step, the next moment, the next day. It's not about having all of the answers right now. It's about listening and hearing and moving from the place of our standing. And in every moment that we again make ourselves available, the answer or information that we need in that moment will show itself. It always does. That's the only way to get to the other side. And if we hold on to thinking that we have to know all things now, we will be stagnant, we will be frustrated, we will be anxious, we will be overwhelmed, we will fall off the planet. We will succumb to the situation or the circumstances. So I want to say it is a practice too. It is a practice in diligence to say, I don't have all of the answers, but I open myself up to receiving the information that I need to go from where I am to the next place I need to be. It's a practice, like in every moment, in every moment. And you have to feel your feelings along the way. If you feel sad or if you feel overwhelmed or if you, whatever you feel it. Create the room and space to feel your emotion, feel your feelings. Don't try to hide them, push it aside, sweep it under the rug, repress. No, feel it. Because it is. But it is not the ultimate. Feelings aren't facts, they're fleeting. So whatever we feel, it will shift. You can go from happy and sad to sad in an instant, right? We experience that watching movies. We're laughing with them, and then we're crying when something, and then we're back. So although feelings aren't facts, feelings need to be felt, experienced, and explored in order to get beyond, because beyond is where we want to get, right? And so be encouraged to keep going. And sometimes inside of the continuation of our going, it requires that we be still. We don't need a lot of activity. We just need conscious action. And in order to receive what that conscious action is, we have to be still and listen in the quiet. We can't follow every thought that we have. We can't follow every whim. We can't follow every bright idea. It's a bright idea, but it may not be the bright idea for you. You know, it might be the idea you need to give someone else. So in the quiet stillness, that's where we receive the truth. That's where we get the real direction. And it has definitely been the case for me, a continual practice of, all right, universe, show me, show me where I'm going, what's happening, what's next, what do I need to know in this moment? What do I need to know in this moment in order for the doors to open? In what way am I creating delay? In what way am I, creating stagnation? Is it me? Or is this simply a period of wait and allow? Because sometimes it's not that anything is wrong. It's just sort of that period of waiting for everything to line up, for everything to come together, and then, right? And I'm grateful to be on the other side. I always knew that I would be, but that doesn't mean that it was not challenging, trying, and very interesting along the way. There were times when I didn't even have $5. What? It's like the last time I didn't have $5, I was probably a kid. You know what I'm saying? At 43, it's like, whoa, to go from a life where you have it all, plenty, abundant, beautiful, everything, you have it all. Then you consciously and willingly gave it all up. That's what I did. I gave it all up to see what would happen inside of life if I chose freedom. And I was free and happy for 10 whole months. That's a long time to just live. No responsibilities, no job, chilling, living high on life. In Mexico, to return to the States, and it's like, whoo, okay, it's different. Life in the States is different than life in Mexico. You go from like a laid back, simple way of being to like millions of cars, horns honking, back to the hustle. And I'm not a hustle and bustle person. I'm just chill, right? That's why they used to call me Zen. I'm just chill. But it was like back to this life. All right. Because in 10 months, you can really forget that life. It's so very different. So when I was back to the life and I was in Atlanta thinking, okay, this is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to, you know, rebuild and establish myself because I always wanted to explore it. And there were many amazing things about it. Not that humidity or the fact that I really couldn't skate everywhere I wanted to be because of the, you know, the hills. But, and I exhausted a lot of energy. Well, was it energy that I exhausted? Well, I invested a lot of time and energy looking for jobs, and I exhausted money, you know, because anyone who's utilized Airbnb, you know, it's not, I mean, $500 a week, and that's on the low end. So months passed, and I was only there almost June, July, August, from June 5th to August 20th is when I left for Oakland. But what happened as everything ticked down, the money, you know, like, whoa, what's going on? Why haven't I gotten a call back from a job? Like, that's unusual. I manifest quickly. Gratitude, right? Because I'm always being in communication with life. Life is truly my companion. And so this insight came to me. It's like some things happened that led to this insight. I don't want to just be like, oh, nothing else happened other than some things happened that led to this insight where everything pointed to California. And I was like, really? Wow, I'm going back to California. But I didn't know Los Angeles, where I'm from, or Oakland. I was open, so I just started applying for jobs in Los Angeles and in Oakland. And one job called me back within an hour. I was flying to Oakland on August 20th, and I had an interview the next day. So when you pay attention, you see, I thought Atlanta, but life showed me otherwise. And so I followed life. I have a tattoo that says open to the way, life. I wasn't going to, you know, sink my heels in. No, I want Atlanta. No, I'm not going to resist inside of life because I need for life to continue to reveal its magic and to continue to move me along the highest vibration and in the direction of that which is true. So I followed. And I mean, once I got here, still a lot of rebuilding and precarious life and money. What's that? And but still being sustained, still like, you know, moving along. Gratitude to Lou, who helped, and other people who were able to help. Maybe like 3 people, 4. You know, maybe this one thing, Misty with the car, Lou continuously like helping me, and she doesn't even know how she was able to help me the way that she was able. And so it's like life's magic. And now on this rainy Oakland day, I'm in my beautiful space. I'm still decorating. I got my 700 books out of storage. It's like I'm coming back. I'm coming back. And yes, I'm on a tangent, but I just want to say, be encouraged. Things are not as they appear, but as we intend for them to be. Check your intentions and keep steady with those. Keep steady with those. All right, I'm 15 minutes in, I think. Look, happy Sanctuary Sunday. And Give thanks for all that you have and all that you are manifesting. Be mindful of what you have, what you want, what you need, what you don't need. You know, I posted something the other day that said, you know, just because you don't have a lot doesn't mean it isn't enough. Where is your enough? Right? You don't need, that's what I said, you don't need a lot in order to have enough. Something like that. Find your enough inside this world of excess. Find your enough and be happy with that. I'm letting my hair grow back too. It was fun, but it's cold. Plus, I want to do the freeform locks. I really, really, really do. Not want, intend. So I'm going into it with that. Anywho, all right, so I'll see you guys, you know, in a couple of weeks or however that flows. But thanks as always for being with me. Happy New Year, happy Sanctuary Sunday, and yeah, I'll see you on the flip.